Hello to my fellow history lovers and people that think if I learn something new today, it will be a good day. I am author Eileen Schnabel, author of the Kep Westgard Time Travel to the American Revolution series. I have 3 questions, supposedly easy, from the Professor Noggin series about the Continental Army. Number 1, true or false? The Continental Congress had the power to tax the colonies to raise money for the Continental Army. True or false? And that is false. And it will lead to a lot of problems down the road. Even in these questions. Number 2, true or false? George Washington had difficulty finding enough recruits to maintain a strong Continental Army. Is that true or false? And that is true. And that's for a number of reasons. One thing we talked about in another video, a lot of people didn't even support this whole rebellion. They thought, life is pretty good. I don't want to mess up everything. Number 2, most people didn't see them. There was no standing army in the colonies, right? People might be part of a militia, a state militia, but they thought of themselves first as a farmer, as a merchant, but not as a professional soldier. So they were signing up for, 3 months, 6 months, a year. And then when that's over, they're like, I want to go back to my life. And so every winter, Washington often would be like watching them disappear. And it was really tough to keep them together. And I'll add third in there that there were, because, question number 1, Congress cannot tax. There's problems getting shoes, uniforms, gunpowders, etc. And it creates enormous problems because Washington again and again says we're on the brink of disaster because it's hard to convince somebody to stay when you can't even give them what they need to survive in the army. And I'm going to add one more there, and then we'll move on, is a lot of these guys were coming in from state militias, right? And they were used to doing things their own way, right? I'm from North Carolina, I'm from Maine, I got my own gun. And frankly, this whole disciplined army thing, you're lucky I'm here, I'm a volunteer. And it really, a lot of the credit for putting them into an army obviously goes to Washington. The more I learn about him, honestly, he's not mythical, no human is, but he was an amazing man. But particularly as far as like getting them into a cohesive fighting force, he had a lot of help from Baron von Steuben, who was the Prussian general who came in during Valley Forge. And that guy also was enormously helpful. Okay, last one, because I know I'm getting to the end here. True or false? Most soldiers in the Continental Army had volunteered to serve. And that is true, but the way they worded it made me wonder real quick, like who hadn't volunteered? And it turns out toward the end of the war, some people were being drafted into a state militia, but then the state militia would be assigned to support the Continental Army. And then the last 2 is sometimes both prisoners or enslaved people were given, and it was rare for prisoners, but a few of them, freedom in exchange for serving. Okay, that's all. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.